I'm coming. Wait for me.
Wait for me. Well, g'day everybody, and welcome to another stream. We're doing a little bit of Out of Ore again today, multiplayer Out of Ore, which is going to be absolutely awesome. I'm just doing setups as I always do at the start of stream. We've got Ozzy with us today. Ozzy, how you going? Welcome back, mate. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. That's good. Saturday morning for us, Friday night for everybody else. We're also going to have Shadow come in as well. So we're just waiting for Shadow to come in, and he's going to do a little bit of do a little bit of karting and stuff as well, which is going to be absolutely awesome. But welcome everybody to the stream. I'm just going to double check, make sure that all of my streaming is all happening. Yes, it is there, and yes, it is there, which is absolutely awesome. Perfect. Okay, so we've got to finish. We're going to finish off this bridge today, I reckon, for starters. Then we're going to get into what we're going to do, Ozzy. We're going to get back into the tunnel down here. Ozzy's at the moment. He's chopping out all of the dirt underneath the conveyors, underneath the conveyor system here to try and sort stuff out a little bit. So there we go.
Yeah, just a bit of conveyor maintenance. It's all got to be done.
Conveyor maintenance working quite well. So yeah, he was saying that if you chop the bottom out and dig the bottom out here, then it prevents the dirt buildup that we were constantly suffering, which was a little bit of a pain in the butt, wasn't it? To be honest.
Yeah, it can get a bit like that. Almost looks like it's a bit of poo piling up on top of a grate, and that's never a good time.
No, and then it starts becoming this big thing, this big chunk. So we'll get past there. So what we are going to do as well at some point in time is once I get rid of that, is we're going to probably get a tipper, a tunneling tipper, and we'll come in here at some point and do some tunneling and stuff and widen that tunnel with the tipper. So it's all very tight in there, isn't it? With this post that I've got, this big chunk of wood that I've got sitting here as well, makes it really, really tight. So
yeah, it takes a bit to get the tunnel back down it again.
Yeah. Sully Chris, I think it is. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. You did that about probably 15 minutes ago or 15 minutes before the stream started. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the channel. All right, so we've got plenty of stuff there. Need to see what's happening with Shadow and whether he's coming in or not. There. Yeah, so a bit of digging. What was my server name? If you have a look on multiplayer, what was my server name? It may not show up for him because we're not friends on Steam. So probably
I think it was just Simidiom.
Should just be Simidiom, shouldn't it? Yeah. I'll just see if when I add you on Steam.
I don't think it should go through Steam because I don't think we're friends on Steam either.
No, we're not actually. No, so you should be able to find it. There we go. Accepted you on Steam anyway, so that's good.
Maybe it's server location.
Ah, yes. Can you remember what server location you set up?
I can't off the top of my head, but I'll jump out and see if I can have a look and then jump back in.
That would be awesome if you could do that. That would be fantastic. So yeah, it'd probably be that. Not yet. Hang on, let me try again, Christina. How you going, mate? I did do the turn off and did do the turn on. So try again. Try again and see if it comes up, Christina, if you don't mind. All these teething issues, seriously. There we go. Yep, that's worked. It's a bit strange the way that it works sometimes. you've got to turn in my multi-chat window on my streaming software. I've got to turn YouTube chat off and turn it back on again to get to be able to see the YouTube chat. But at the same time, sometimes when you do, it doesn't work. So
Doesn't say in multiplayer where the server location is.
okay.
But it's just called the Simidiom session.
Simidiom session. I wonder whether I can I may be able to throw an invite. Yes, hello to. I will check. I will quickly double check on my YouTube chat. Spurk, hello, howdy ho over there on YouTube. My apologies. My Maverick, hello and welcome, welcome. We were just setting up so that I could get actually see my YouTube chat in my window. Seriously wanting a gaming computer now just to play this game. You know, if you could do worse. You could pick worse games to warrant buying a gaming computer for. This game is absolutely brilliant, and it's actually been pretty good when sort of getting onto multiplayer and stuff as well, which I was never planning on doing in the sense of streaming and stuff like that, but it's actually really, really good. It also helps with the process and the work that you're doing, because I would be I'd be having to fill this up, jump out, move it, you know, like, so
Sit there and take you twice as long.
pretty well, probably even longer, to be honest, wouldn't it? Let's get into here. Shadow was saying that not Shadow, sorry, Ozzy was saying that he's well, I don't know whether to call you. I have to call you Salvador on here because you're Salvador on stream. So Salvador was saying that he's just started using a controller as well. He's getting used to using that on the excavator because it makes a huge difference. So, what are you up to, Maverick? You know, you can get some really good. You can actually buy some really good, relatively cheap gaming laptops now, as well. Like, you can pick them up at pretty good prices and stuff. Gaming laptops that'd be enough to be able to run this game, most definitely. I have one that I take away when I go away for work, so. And I can play this on it really, really well. So,
Hey, welcome to the server, Shadows.
Hey, did you get on, mate? Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna have to set him up with a. There he is, running down the hill. Gonna have to set him up with a vehicle. So, I'm gonna purchase another vehicle, and then I'm gonna set some permissions for Shadow. Actually, where are we? Let's see. Community settings. Oh no, it's on the map, isn't it, that we do that? I think from memory, isn't it? The map. Where did I get into the? Oh no, on my tablet, didn't I?
Yeah, got to go inventory.
Yeah. I've got to be out of the vehicle as well, don't I? And of course,
give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna let the dog out.
No worries. I was on. I was playing inventory. I started playing Elite Dangerous again last night, and got stuck onto that for hours and hours and hours and hours. I was playing with a mate from work, and now my headphones are they're running out of charge, so I've got to plug them in, unfortunately. Elite Dangerous is a dangerous game to is an absolutely dangerous game to get into. Shadow, it's so nice to have you here. There we go. I'm putting you down as a manager, mate. In Georgia, your department went 48.96 schedule, so it takes a bit more prep for the 2 days away now. You are fiery. Awesome. Awesome. What I'm going to do, Shadow, is I'm going to set up. I'm going to buy a. I'm going to use my bionic legs. Run over to there. How are you doing, Christina? Are you good, mate? I'm going to purchase you a loader. A rock truck. No tailgate. I reckon that one's that one does 36 cubic meters, so that'll probably be the best one to get, I reckon. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'll purchase you one of these as well. There we go, and we'll dump it. I'll put it down here, and you can cart some stuff as well if you want, Shadow. But you've got manager rights in here now as well, so that should be pretty cool. Fabulous. Off for a week now. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Wouldn't that be lovely? I've got to get out of there. I'm just messing everything up now. Is somebody in the 300D?
Yeah, that would be me.
Excellent. All right. Well, I can do. So you can do some digging there, and I can do some carting. Do you want me to? What I'll do is I'll move forward a little bit. Right, there you go. And Shadow's getting ready to duck in there as well. So we should be able to keep this moving, shouldn't we? Should be actually pretty good. There we go. Lovely. Yeah.
So you mean about the
holidays.
focused in-cab camp being pretty good?
It's not bad, is it? It's not bad at all, actually. I found that to be pretty good. So, for you guys that don't know, Aussie came or Salvador came and was watching the stream last week and joined joined in on the multiplayer and stuff, which was absolutely awesome. Shadow has been a long time viewer and has always supported the channel. He's absolutely awesome, so it's really nice to have him on here as well. Farmer Craig, howdy to you, mate. It's good to see you. We're doing a bit of doing a little bit of work here, getting some of this stuff done. You do fire investigations. Oh yeah. Oh really? 2 days a week. That sucks. That sucks. That feels like my bloody life. Alright, I'm just going to drop back a bit so you can get onto the front there as well if you want to. Must be a pretty good, pretty interesting job though, Maverick, though. I reckon. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, no, we'll do another one. Shadows, how you going? Can hear good on Discord, but you're here on YouTube. You're still in the game. Awesome. Oh, you can't hear very well on Discord. Oh, that sucks. Oh, at least you can probably. It might be a little bit delayed, but at least you can hear us on YouTube. So that's pretty good. Alan, hello. Welcome to the stream. For about a year, and this is your first time seeing me live, and yeah, hello and welcome. I'm glad, Alan, that you could get here and watch live. That is absolutely awesome, and thank you for watching for over the last year. I appreciate it very, very much. It's nice to now that I've changed my stream times. It's really, really nice to. All right, I'm out of here. Shadow, you're up, mate. But it's really, really nice now that I've changed my stream time to be able to to be able to see some of those people who normally wouldn't be able to watch because of the time it was in the States when I was streaming, which was always kind of you know, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, depending on daylight savings. So for you guys over there, anyway, it was evening for me. So I may end up doing I may end up sort of working on some sort of 2-stream kind of a thing, so that some of the people in over in the UK who normally come and join me on my nighttime streams can still watch a stream. But we'll see how we go. Walking in a structure, having to figure out where the fire started and what started it. Yeah, I reckon I'd enjoy that job, Maverick. So you kind of you're almost a detective, mate. You're almost.
I mean, as someone who volunteers with CFS, I can tell you, even with the bushfire investigations, even some of those are pretty interesting too.
Yeah, and bushfires on a much larger scale to try and figure out what happened, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it depends on if you can identify sort of where the ignition source is early on enough that you can, like, if you know where it started, at least it gives you a rough idea of where to start looking, kind of a thing.
Yeah, yep. All right, look at that. This is going to go really well. We're trying to save up, kind of puzzling for ADHD kids. I know a couple of people who have ADHD and stuff, and it's just such intelligent people. Some of those little things, but it's kind of it'd be a good challenge for you as well, like working on a puzzle. Yeah, my wife, she's big into Sherlock Holmes and detective stuff and all that type of stuff, and she's played quite a few of that stuff on quite a few of those games. She played all the Sherlock Holmes games and stuff, but she loves doing little investigations like that. So no, of course not. No, I didn't. I hope it didn't sound like I thought you were. No, I was just saying that I know a couple of people who do, and they're quite intelligent. Like, most are very, very intelligent, and then they have those little, and everybody's different, aren't they? Everybody with ADHD is different. So some people can struggle with this a little bit, but others don't. So it's cool. All right, look at that. We can actually jump out of here. Yeah, so no, by all means, I didn't think you're having a bash. Look at that. There we go. I'm getting just a simmy shaken, not stirred. Shadow. So we're getting kind of we're getting this out really, really well on the bridge that we're building to compensate for all of this coal that we're pulling out of the ground. So we're going to have to work our way probably back to here, definitely, before we finish the bridge. So we'll have to see how we go with that. So it's going to be like a really bizarre structure, isn't it? When it's finished, the bridge will be all right, but then we're going to have to brace and sort of, build off of these areas down here when we start digging this stuff out, because so that we've got enough width across here, and that bridge won't go all the way, and you can't curve a bridge or anything, so you're kind of stuck with that. But started putting lighting on and stuff. I want to move lighting all the way down here, and we've got a separate for those of you that haven't at the moment watched the latest episode. I want to eventually, I've got a separate solar panel up there running the lights, so I want to eventually sort of, I've lit the bridge area up, but I want to come down here and do that. So He didn't. I thought I moved him into that area and he was having trouble hearing us. So, Christina, but yeah, if you can set that up, that might be all right. So now, what they normally do on site is they normally back up to the excavator like that, so the excavator can actually dump straight into the back in that direction without having to sort of risk dropping stuff over the other side and stuff. So there we go. Shadow said yeah, that would be awesome, Christina. Thank you so much, mate. Christina, good old reliable, wonderful, awesome Christina. I could not do this stuff without her. Go. So it's looking good. We're getting a fair chunk out of there, aren't we? We're getting a considerable
I was
chunk.
just trying to see what's below me.
Oh yeah, because you're using the in-cab view, aren't you? Which is brilliant. Which is absolutely brilliant. Shadow's got that truck down pat down there turning around that corner. I had to do a 47-point turn to get around that corner, and he just whizzes up there and whizzes around the corner. He's obviously a much better tipper driver than I am. So how is everybody? It's Friday night for a lot of people. It's Saturday for Saturday morning for Salvador and myself. What does everybody have planned for the weekend? As I said last night, I got stuck into I started playing Elite Dangerous again, which I've played so many hours of. I streamed it at one point for a couple of months and just had like so many people coming in to watch that. A little bit addictive for those of you that haven't played Elite Dangerous but like space games. It's probably the best one that's out there, most definitely. Nothing like a cute girl to manage things for you. Flattery gets you everywhere in life. It does, Maverick. Christina's a cutie. Christina's a cutie. And an amazing person as well. Look at that. Look at us getting all this stuff down pat. It's probably all right for me to turn my lights off now. You guys will probably be able to see anyway. Look at that. Loading up. Yeah, so it's going to cost like $3.5 million to get the smaller of the bigger trucks. So, which is no real drama because we probably can make that pretty quick because we're going to have a lot of ore and stuff to sell, which means we need to get down in the holes to pull out some more iron ore and stuff, pretty importantly. Because I've kind of taken at the moment to selling raw ore at the moment because I have so much up top there processing in the processing plant. We also need to spend a bit of money and make some more walkways and stuff right through all of this equipment here as well. So there we go. I'm gonna move so that shadows can come back. I don't know how to use the horn, so I'm just going to say bip bip. How do you use the horn on these things?
I believe it's H on your keyboard.
Oh, it is too. There you go. It's a bit delayed, Shadow, but there it is. Now I use my controller for driving everything. The one thing that I don't use my controller for driving is these articulated tippers. I just find it so much easier to actually use my mouse. Because you got kind of with the articulation and stuff, you kind of want to be moving your mouse around a little bit as well at the same time. So I'm gonna have to try and do a shadow turn here. Have I done it? I've done it. Look at that. Almost. Almost. Lovely. Let's turn that off, jump out, and we'll go and supervise what the boys are doing over here. Go. I grab this big chunk here. There we go. We were just talking about earlier on. If you want to level up relatively quickly in this, the pickaxe is the way to go. Pickaxe is the way to go. You're doing a really good job of pulling that off, you know. Like digging all that out.
Thanks, Simi. I'm trying.
It kind of sucks, really, because you kind of proving to everybody how bad I am. It's just not right. It's just not right.
Ah, it just sounds to me like you need a bit more practice.
What's that, Christina? Oh no, boys, he's supervising. Mummy said that's.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm being so good at the moment, because I don't want to get fired.
Yep. Yeah, got my eye on you. Shadow's doing all right. Shadow's doing a pretty good job. In his nice, well, it was a shiny new truck, but it's not anymore, is it? That's what I'm going to have to do, is get into my truck again now. There we go. Lovely. I think at one point in time, you could probably almost, once you get the larger, Farmer Craig says, keep up the good work, guys. As their supervisor, I tend to disagree. You can't, yeah. You've got to make them think they're doing something wrong, Farmer Craig. Otherwise, you can't keep on top of them and keep them motivated. They can always do better. Always do better. Yeah, but once you get the larger truck, you could probably have 2 excavators dumping, couldn't you? So into a larger truck.
I think the only problem with a larger truck, though, is because of the actual physical size of it. You do need to have it on a lower,
Oh,
lower
like at a
track or
lower
something,
level.
so you can,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
so you can dump into the top of it instead of having to try and lift it up over the side.
Makes sense. Yeah, do tell Farmer Craig. Do you know why bosses are like a dirty diaper? We're waiting for it. We're waiting for it. So do you play any other games outside of this, Salvador?
Oh, not really a lot. Occasionally I'll hit up a bit of Farming Simulator or World of Warships or something like that.
Oh yeah,
But
yep.
maybe a bit of Transport Fever too. But aside from that, I've been getting into this a fair bit lately.
You know, I've got Transport Fever too. I played Transport Fever, and hundreds of hours in the original Transport Fever. And when Transport Fever 2 came out, I was just so excited, and I bought it straight away and got onto it and played a few hours, and I haven't gone back to it. I don't know why. Always on your ass and full of shit.
There's a Transport Fever 3 coming out soon.
Is there really? Yeah. I kind of didn't really feel too much that the Transport Fever 2 was a lot different to 1, to be honest. I mean, it's probably changed now because it's had so many updates and stuff, so since I played it last, but it was kind of one of those things that it kind of felt, I don't know, just a bit samey. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with number 3. I'm going to have to start looking into that. That's the one, Farmer Craig. It's a good supervisor. Lucky.
Why is it that as soon as I heard Lucky, I just went,
You're
Lucky,
with
you're
you're
with
with Amy.
Amy.
Yeah. That's what went through my head as well. How you doing, Lucky? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're getting some stuff happening here. We're getting some stuff happening, which is really, really cool. So we could probably get somebody else on board as well if they wanted to. How many people can you have on the multiplayer on here?
At the moment, I think it's set to 8.
8. That's pretty good, isn't it? 8 people though for a multiplayer. It's going really, really good, Lucky. It's going really good, thank you. Just got done with supper. Well, it's a perfect time to sit down and relax and watch a bit of mining happening. With this excavator that I absolutely love because of the reach. It's just it's just so good. It has such a good reach, doesn't it? Like it really does. I think we might oh no, we've still got a little bit more time there. Still got a little bit more time there. You just got done eating. What's everybody been eating? So what's the sprayer, the pressure sprayer in equipment? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think it's equipment, hand tools.
Hand tools, sprayer. I'm purchasing the sprayer, and while you're filling me up, I'm gonna give you a spray. Give you a little bit of a clean up because you're not looking after your equipment, to be honest. I expect more from my employees. There we go.
What can I say, boss? I'm just a second-hand operator.
Give you a second-hand operator. Grilled up some steaks. Oh. I came home from work the other night, and my wife had cooked a couple of steaks, and she just cooked them so well. They were beautiful. There we go. In we go. All right, I'm moving. Shadows, you can come in now, mate. What were you eating, Farmer Craig? Back in my back in my earlier days of streaming, I had like a community of about 10 that would come on every week on Twitch when I was streaming on Twitch, and you know, everybody from the States, and of course it was sort of night time here for me, and morning time for them, and they'd all be telling me what they were eating for breakfast and stuff, and I would end up being absolutely and utterly starved. Absolutely starved just listening to what everybody was eating all the time. So tacos for Maverick. You guys probably make tacos better than over there than what we do here, I reckon. Although we now have a Mexican place called something in Gomez. What is it? Something in Gomez?
Guzman.
Guzman.
Gomez, I think it is.
Yeah, yeah. Aussie, how you going, mate? Welcome back. How you feeling, buddy? Food, you heard the word food. Farmer Craig ate some lasagna. I haven't had breakfast, and now I'm really, really hungry. It's like 20 to 11 and I'm starved. So, because I always hear people over there talking about you don't put Vegemite on your tacos. Sort of talking about, you know, the tacos and stuff like that, and all the taco places that they go to, Taco Bell and stuff like that. I'm guessing they're probably, you know, our tacos are probably a little bit different to yours. I'm guessing, Maverick. I might be wrong. I might be completely and utterly wrong, but so it's kind of one of those things, isn't it? Like, yeah. But yeah, Vegemite on tacos would actually be pretty good, Christina. I think we might. I think we might head in that direction. But there's a new company over here. They've been over here probably for a year and a half or something. Guzman Y Gomez, and apparently they're winning awards for the Mexican food that they're putting out and stuff. Their tacos and all that stuff. So apparently doing really, really well. Aussie Beef, what are you up to, mate? Aussie, we've got another Aussie, Salvador, who is on stream at the moment. Aussie is Aussie as well, but not O
Nothing
triple
like a
Z
bit of Aussie pride.
Yep. So and then we had another Aussie on last week as well. So taco seasoned ground beef, shredded cheese, salsa, black beans, and rotel. You're making me bloody hungry. Stop it. Stop it. What is that? What is rotel? Rotel? What is that? I haven't heard of that. It's not something. Have you heard of anything like that over here, Salvador?
What's that?
Rotel. Rotel. Christina and Maverick are talking about it. It's something that Maverick puts on his.
I can't say I've heard of it.
Soft shelled tacos. I totally agree. Soft shell tacos are definitely the best. Oz,
¿Por
definitely.
qué no los dos?
Hmm?
¿Por qué no los dos? Why not have both?
Not have both. Oh yes, you've been watching too. You watch too much TV. You watch too many TV ads.
I did as a kid. Do you want to shuffle forward real quick so I can move the excavator
Yeah,
back?
absolutely. It's a. It's apparently it's a spiced up canned tomato. Spiced up canned tomato.
That sounds interesting.
But I would totally agree with Oz soft shell tacos. My wife Hoki, she absolutely and utterly loves Mexican food. She makes and my little one as well loves Mexican food. So so they quite often make nachos once a week. Diced tomato and green chilies. Thanks, farmer. Do a soft shell with refried beans and then put the hard shell inside. That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. Look at how quickly we're moving through all of this stuff now. We're moving through pretty quick, aren't we? Hey, you doing over there, Shadow? You doing good, mate? Right. It's all happening, and we're getting to the point over here where we're nearly at the where we're nearly uncovering the our mine. So we should be all right there. So what's everybody's everybody's eating Mexican and stuff like that. Food wise, so foods from different countries, Chinese, Mexican, Italian, all that type of stuff. What's everybody's favorite? If they were to have a favorite food from a different country, what would it be?
Oh, give me a proper authentic Italian pizza. Oh, that's beautiful.
Never had a proper authentic Italian pizza. Peri peri chicken for Oz tonight. Peri peri chicken's quite nice, isn't it? I have to say, for me, it's Chinese food, I reckon. Chinese food is the way to go.
Have you ever tried that Thai place down in Ridgehaven?
No. Sesame chicken for Maverick with low mean. Pasta of any sort. Spaghetti, lasagna. You're all over any of it. Oh, there you go. Oh, I've always kind of... I don't know what it is with me, but... But if I go to a restaurant and stuff like that, for some reason in my head, Chinese for shadows. I knew you had taste, mate. I knew you had taste. But for some reason, if I go to a restaurant, I just cannot justify buying pasta. I don't know why. I just can't get that out of my head. I just can't. I couldn't go to a restaurant and buy pasta. I just couldn't I don't know what it is. It's just me being weird, probably. Most eating other food is probably Indian for you because you eat a lot of vegetarian stuff at the moment. You kind of have to, don't you? All right, you're up, Shadow. I'm coming out. You don't generally get it. Eating pasta at home, I'm all for that. And for those of you that are members on my YouTube channel, you'll see my my chorizo pasta that I make. That I absolutely love that. It's so much flavour in it. So yeah, definitely at home, Christina, but not in a restaurant. I just can't for some reason justify buying pasta in a restaurant. Noodles in my Chinese food and stuff. Yeah, no worries. I'm up for that, definitely. But yeah. So we don't have a lot of, we don't tend to have a lot of buffets around anymore, do we? Like there's definitely no going to a Chinese buffet. Chorizo pasta, yeah, Maverick. I make this sort of I call it Italian chorizo pasta. And I actually my wife filmed me cooking it, and we stuck it on the members channel on YouTube. Really nice. I also stuck a video on there, like teaching people how to properly eat Vegemite. So I'm going to turn this truck off rather than leaving it idling and using up all the fuel. All right, so we're moving pretty well through all of this by the looks of it. Kind of killed yeah, that's true. It would actually, yeah. I didn't think of it that way, Farmer. And you air fry sausage and chips so you can make a snags, chips and gravy. Oh my, no. Aussie, shut up. Shut up. Wow, we've actually dug a fair bit out of this, haven't we? So while all this is happening, we might go and invest in making some more bridge, shall we? Although making more bridge is not going to get us to he's not going to get us to a $3.5 million truck. Buildings, steel. Pity they don't give bulk discount, to be honest. That'll do. We'll get those. Cool. Bad influence strikes again. Cook Vegemite in olive oil so it slides into the trash easier. Oh, goodness me. Are you a Vegemite Aussie? Are you a Vegemite Aussie, Salvador?
Vegemite on buttered toast. Ooh,
yep.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Bit of tomato, bit of cheese on top. Oh.
Yep. I might actually. I think I'm going to run a competition here at some point, right, on the channel. I'm going to buy somebody. I'm going to get all you guys over in the States to to get hold of some Vegemite and to eat a full tablespoon of Vegemite, and if you can achieve that, then I'll put up a $100 game or something. 2, 3.
That's going to be very interesting to see.
Yep. That's what I'm going to do. Shadow's up for that. But don't go and do it now because I'm not ready to do that at the moment. But I think it'd be fantastic. I think it'd be brilliant to do. And it'd have to be you'd have to eat the entire thing. Eat the absolute entire thing. What's it like flavoring? What's it like flavor and texture? Lucky us. If you ask anybody who's not a Vegemite Aussie, they would tell you that it probably tastes like. I can't use those expletives on stream. A lot of people say it's the worst thing they've ever tasted in their life. It's basically it's black, right? And it's a yeast extract. So it's really, really, it's got a really strong flavor. I'll tell you what, Maverick, with your toast and stuff, toast, melted butter, banana, sugar, and a tinsy bit of cinnamon. Oh, amazing. After your video showing you should only use a tiny bit on buttered toast, then there's no way you're eating a spoonful. Yeah. I was just, there we go, Shabs. Loves some Vegemite. Excellent, excellent. That's why you probably notice with a lot of the games and stuff that I play on the channel, if I'm naming a city or I'm naming a colony in a colony sim or something, I'm always calling it Vegemite. So it's very, very unique. The reason why I did that video and showed how much to use on a bit of toast and stuff is because somebody like myself or Salvador could just slather a 1-inch thick layer of Vegemite on a piece of toast and gobble it down and love every bit of it. But for everybody that's new to it, then you're better off doing it the way that I showed you, because it is such a strong flavour. Welcome, Shubs, by the way. Welcome. Thank you for the love some Vegemite there. It's good to have you here. At least it's not Marmite. I tried Marmite and I swear it was the worst thing. It was horrible. So the English...
There's another version I had as a kid called Promite, and that wasn't too bad. I think the taste was very similar, but it was sort of less salty.
I remember it. It didn't last for very long here, I don't think, because it was kind of, yeah, because everybody was into Vegemite. But Marmite is absolutely horrible. They eat Marmite over in England, in the UK, instead of Vegemite because they think it's much better, but, you know. But they also call 25 degrees Celsius a heat wave. Getting pretty close to moving now. I reckon I might start moving. The bridge is looking good. We're going to have to dig. See behind you? I think we're going to have to dig some... I don't know. I'll take this. I'll take this down
that coal vein
and dump it. Well, have a look at where the bridge is going. So we're going to need to kind of dig into the wall behind you, right behind you, I reckon, and take some of that wall out. Give you 3 minutes. The dog needs to go out. Easy peasy, mate.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so that we can, so we've got a sort of a curve around there. Now, whether or not I sell my other excavator and we buy one of the ones that'll scrape off the wall is probably a better idea, I reckon.
It wouldn't hurt. Let's give it a crack.
Yeah. Kane, how you going, mate? So the aircon is to make it cool in your house, yeah. You see all the Americans try a spoonful of Vegemite, you scream at the screen, you need it on toast. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why I filmed it, to make it easier for them to be able to do that, Shubs. 25. 35 degrees Celsius is a heat wave. See, there you go. That's not a heat wave. That's just warm weather.
Oh, believe me, when you've been welding in 45-degree heat up at Olympic Dam in the driest 45-degree heat, that's always great fun.
Yep. Moomba. I worked in Moomba. I worked in Moomba in the Strzelecki Desert, and we would have, you'd walk out of your room at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it'd be 42 degrees at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was digging up burst pipes and stuff, because I was a maintenance plumber up there, and I was digging up burst pipes and stuff. So you'd be digging a hole, and you'd be digging it by hand. You'd be down in the hole, and a Friggy came over with his thermometer, his digital thermometer, and it was like 65 degrees in the hole where I was digging to uncover this main and stuff. So it gets really, really hot.
Yeah, nice stuff there. I was going to say, do you want to hop in the excavator for a bit?
Yeah,
Cool.
Easy. What I might do, I reckon, turn him off, put him in the inventory, park him downstairs there. I might grab... I'm going to grab that one into my inventory, and I reckon I'm going to sell it off. I'm going to drag that in and sell that. Now we've got 675. I'm going to go into...
Right, so where's this one going?
Just park it downstairs, or in front of where the trucks are at the moment, where Shadow's parked. Excavators. I think I'm going to go this fella here. So that one's got 5.8, and this one's got 15.2. Really? Oh, that's 1.7. So we're not buying that. I'm going to buy this beast. There you go. You're up near St. Louis. Or St. Louis, sorry. 65 degrees Celsius, Maverick, yeah. Yep. Almost death. So like I had to get down, do a couple of shovel loads, get back out of the hole again into the much cooler 45 degree heat. All right, so we can, so I'm going to throw this up here. There we go. Put him in there. Jump in, and I don't know whether you've used this vehicle before, Salvador, but it is...
Is that the front bucket?
Yeah. It's difficult.
Nah, I haven't used one yet, but I've been looking at getting one.
I find it really, really, really difficult. Like, really difficult to use. I'm absolutely useless at it. If I turn it around like that, hopefully we'll be stable there. Maybe not. I need to find the appropriate place to park it. Probably about there, maybe. We'll try that. You went outside with your phone, logged out of your Discord. Ah, that's all right. Again, kind of different controls here as well. When you get onto this one, Salvador, you can come through. No, Shadow's back. So back straight into this. Shadow, yeah, good man. Now I've got to remember which button opens it. I think it's that one. Yeah, it is. There we go. Yeah, I find this really difficult to use this thing, but we will get used. I will get used to it eventually.
I was going to say, is that the excavator's fault, or is that just because you're a little bit?
It's kind of, you know how when you're using the normal excavator, you've got your controls set up. This kind of reverses it in a way, in a sense. So makes it kind of really
I suppose because
difficult.
instead of scooping towards you, you're more sort of trying to push away from you, aren't you?
Yeah, pick it up and push it away from you. So. So you've used it, Shadow? It's just sort of getting used to it. I've probably, to be honest, got to go in there and start and change the controls around a little bit, because I did it with the other excavator, but I haven't done it with this one. So there we go.
You could probably scoot back a little bit more, Shadow. Maybe just like another meter or so.
I've seen people using these and they just absolutely kick butt with it. They just, it's like, yeah. You don't like using it? You see me play Elden Ring, yeah. Yeah, you poor people having to watch me play Elden Ring. That was an interesting that was a very interesting few weeks of streaming that one was. I will say. Very interesting. There we go. Close him off. Get used
Suppose
to
on
the
the plus
control.
side, if you, whatever you can't get from the bottom of the front bucket, you can always get from the top with the normal excavator.
Yeah, true. And drop it down, basically dump it down off of the ground. Thank you, Christina. Thanks for the warning. It is nearly coffee time.
I'll drink to that.
That was a. Hang on, let me pull this bucket in. Get that around. I've got to find the most, I think, most appropriate point to stop. Children friendly. You didn't show me the game, mate. Oh man, seriously. Turn you around, bring you over here, and start digging out like. There we go. All right, cool. Just heard your sister-in-law will have surgery to remove her appendix. I know a few people who have had their appendix removed. It's one of those things. They try not to do it now, don't they? I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were talking about a doctor that a doctor that went to the Antarctic. Actually, he was in the Antarctic. Just move back a little bit if you can, Shadow. Just reverse a bit. And he was in the Antarctic. He was the doctor in the Antarctic, and obviously the only doctor in the Antarctic. And he got appendicitis, and he had to remove. He sat there and actually removed his own appendix because he was the only person there that could actually do it successfully. Can you imagine? I could not imagine having to sit there and remove my own appendix. He had people hold mirrors for him. As long as it doesn't rupture, she'll be fine. Yeah, because they're trying to avoid that type of stuff, though. They're trying to avoid removing stuff like that now. Oh, crap. I just got myself caught because I'm an idiot. So you can see how much longer this takes to, in comparison to the other excavator, because I have so much trouble using it.
Ah, it all comes in good time.
Yep, that's the kind of stuff that one has to avoid. Roll around there a little bit. There we go. And open. There we go. Thank you. Shadows on it. He's got it happening now. Look at that. I actually did a scoop and still managed to destroy my vehicle. Yeah, I feel like I've got everything back to front here for some reason. Back to front. Have you used this, Salvador?
Nah, not yet.
In the ER now. McNeil, thank you very much for the follow over there on Twitch. I appreciate it very much, and welcome to the stream. You came almost just in time for us to go and make a cup of coffee, which is always a very, very important part of what we do here on the channel.
Came almost very much in time to see you go yeeting off the side of the cliff too.
I know,
Almost.
Okay, open that up there. There we go. Yeah, it's a different kettle of fish, this one, mate. Let's roll back a little bit and put that back on. Noble, how you going? McNeil, are you we may set up for some more people to come on very, very soon, so just hang about for a little bit. All right, in we go. No, don't dump it that way. All right, cool.
It's weird as well because I've got to keep moving out to clear the backswing of the excavators and then back in when you unload them.
Pretty well, yeah. It doesn't have a fantastic reach either, so you've got to work. So you've got to work pretty close to. Come on.
Oh, he's going. He's going. Oh, he's close.
Come on, Shadow.
Oh,
grab the edge of it, mate. Grab the edge of it. Grab the edge of the excavator. Stop it from falling. That was useless. I am so bad at driving this thing.
I almost reckon if you put the tip trucks on the bridge, it'd probably unload a bit easier. Oh.
There we go. It's Shadow's fault. Did you see him? He actually, I was watching. He actually pushed me out then. He actually pushed me over. You might need to move forward a little bit.
I think I might have to dock his pay.
Yeah, I reckon I'm going to dock his pay. Absolutely. We'll drop that down there. All right, I'm going to go and I'm gonna go and. Oh, actually, I should be saving this, shouldn't I? I forgot. I haven't saved it for like we've been playing for what? Well, we've been in the game for an hour and a half at least. An hour
It's
on
been that long
stream.
already.
An hour on stream, but an hour and a half we've been in the game. So,
I'll tell you what, if you're going to go make a coffee, I might do the same as well.
you know what, Maverick? Don't expect any more from me than falling off a cliff in an excavator. It's probably about the yes, as Christina says, I'm very good at the falling apart bit. Shadow, while we go and make ourselves a coffee, if you're not doing so, you can jump in the excavator and have a go if you want. While we're just taking a quick break, it's up to you. Killer Dad, welcome. Killer Dad 70. If you were born in 1970, I'm right on your side, mate. That was the perfect year to be born, 1970. And welcome. Thank you for following on Twitch.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the 90s?
Bloody young buffs. All right, so what we're going
to keep me checking.
It's true. 70s was a fantastic time to be born.
Plenty of good cars came out of that year.
It's the Aussie farts. I'm surrounded by old farts. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go and get myself a cup of coffee. I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to go into the be back soon screen. I'm just going to leave this with these guys doing all of the raucous stuff that they're doing in there, so that you guys can see them fail. You can see them fail. So I will be back in a sec, guys. Don't forget that because I'm leaving it live, Salvador, then people can hear you talking. So
I'm about to say I'm going to go on Smoko as well. If that's right, boss.
There you go. I will go to the pause screen. We'll be back soon, guys. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your patience. I'd have to disagree with you, Maverick. 1970s and 80s was the best time for cars over here in Oz. The best time. So it was, the ASX Tiranas, the Monaros, just incredible for us. Did Shadows, how many times while I was gone, did Shadow tip the excavator? Come on, be honest. Blessed by old farts. Old farts who care dearly for you. I'm gonna have to change the control configuration on this. I feel like I'm doing everything in reverse, which is a little bit of a problem. That's why I get stuck so often, because I forget which way things are supposed to be going. Come on. Can't get it out. He gave up. Not worth any pay deduction. Well, now you can know what I'm dealing with. I'm stuck. I'm actually physically stuck here. There we go. Ish. There we go, ish. Got myself out there. Be great to actually, what I might try doing, I'm gonna try this. No, okay, go on, bud. Someone call the ambulance. Me got stuck and can't get it out. There you go, Nick. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to go into that view, maybe. Let's see how we go with that. There we go. Are you almost full there, mate?
I can probably fit one more in.
Ouch, that hurts. Actually, by doing it this way, if I start to sort of sway all over the place and get myself in strife with the excavator, nobody's going to see it. Right? Excellent. Let's have a look at what other views we've got here. Not bad. Not bad there. That's good to hear, mate. A 65 Mustang fastback. The oil embargo of 74 killed the muscle cars. We didn't have that. So right through the 70s and 80s, Holden and Ford were making some absolutely incredible cars. So
One of my dream cars is still a HQ or WB 1-tonner.
yeah, I want a nice old Monaro.
ETS?
Yeah, absolutely a GTS. Many times as a young fella driving around in those, just absolutely incredible. Thank you, wifey.
Good to get a hold of.
Wifey just made me some Vegemite on toast.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, I don't know what's happening here. I'm doing it again. I don't know what's going on. I'm stuck. Help. Did have a Mad Max Interceptor. Oh, yep.
Interceptor was that was the old
Falcon. The
XH or something.
Yeah. You can actually still. I posted on Discord because I was in Silverton a week or so ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I posted some photos on Discord because that's where Mad Max was filmed, and Look, I'm completely stuck. This will not actually move. I cannot actually move the front arm. I can actually not physically move it, and it's it's the left stick. Operator
Something
error.
there ain't right. Huh?
I think it is operator error. To be honest, it's most definitely. Look, I've made comments in my series that that they need to work on the stability of the excavators, and I've had people argue with me. But I think you know, if you're digging out straight dirt or coal or something like that, then they probably should be a little bit more stable and almost stick to the ground a little bit more than what they actually do. So, which they don't
From
do.
memory of that podcast they did a couple of weeks ago, I think they said that they are looking at improving excavator stability in one of the next updates.
Are they? Yeah, cool. That's good. I do have the handbrake on, McNeil. Most definitely, mate.
Speaking
Got,
of Mad Max, though, there
yes.
is in the National Motor Museum in Birdwood. They do actually have one of the really heavily modified four drive looking vehicles that were part of Mad Max. I've actually got that sitting in the Motor Museum there.
Yeah, in Silverton, they've got a they've got a Mad Max museum in Silverton, and the Mad Max museum in Silverton actually has Mad Max's Falcon in there. So we can go
Well,
in
I
and
know
see
where
it
I'm
there.
stopping on the way up to New South Wales next.
So yeah, it's Silverton's about a 25-minute drive out of Broken Hill. I went there the other day. I was out there for work, and I decided to head over there. The museum was it was closed. I've worked in the film industry a lot, and I was shooting. I was directing for a travel magazine and stuff. I was directing. We basically had a reporter doing stories and stuff like that, and we had to go out to Silverton to film a celebrity chef doing caravan cooking. And while we were out there, we also had the reporter. We got into the Mad Max Museum and filmed in there. Had the reporter in there talking about the Mad Max Museum and stuff. So we got to see it all. It was it's all pretty awesome. They got some good stuff. A lot of the props and a lot of the vehicles from the film in there and all that stuff. Daydreamer, professional daydreamer, how you going? It is, I totally agree, but I've had people abuse me, Daydreamer, on like in comments and stuff on my channel saying, well, you just don't know how to use them. You know, any excavator in real life is going to be unstable and stuff, you know, when you're digging into the ground and stuff. But I've driven excavators in real life, and I can guarantee you they're not as unstable as what they are. And we're not listening to we're definitely not listening to Farmer Craig when he says that it's operator error.
Maybe a bit of column A, a bit of column B.
Bit of column A, bit of column B. I'm kind of a bit happy with that. Am I hanging over the edge here or something? I kind of feel like I am.
Yeah, you're looking like it's starting to tip a bit from back here.
I might sort that out. It's not that you run experiment equipment in real life. Yeah, I've done a fair bit of it, and to be honest, these are definitely pretty unstable in regards to doing them in real life, you know. So they just feel like with their weight and everything, you kind of need to, you know, they should have a bit of stability and a bit of downward force in them to hold them a bit better when you're digging out, you know, pay dirt and stuff like that. I remember
Well,
that, but that rocket, Aussie, that rocket that we made in that rocket that I eventually what was it, 4-stage rocket that I made in Space Engineers, that actually the one that we actually flew up into space with all the stages and stuff, that actually ended up working really, really well. Yeah, we had some failures. We had some failures in the beginning, but it was all experimental, wasn't it? So a lawn dart. I think the initial try was we got we flew for about 3 seconds and then just failed miserably. It just spun around and headed straight back into the ground. But Space Engineers 2 is has it been released yet, or has it just been announced? I think it's been released. Yeah, I could not get anything to work in Kerbal. It was just far too technical for me. Far too technical for me, Nerg. So actually, this is actually a lot easier to use in this view. This one. He says. There we go. And I reckon the other excavator is easier to use in this view as well. You're able to land on the moon, but that was running a rocket that you copied from a video. Yeah, I could never get anything working in that. In fact, frustratingly so. And in the end, I just gave up, which is a bit stupid, you know.
I've noticed with the excavators, if you do start overloading the bucket a bit, that's where it does start tipping.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to have the control to not actually overload it a bit though. This is the one you use, Professional? By the way, Professional, or Daydreamer, welcome to the stream. It does seem to be working really well. It this view does also work really, really well on in the normal excavator as well, not this one. So just have fun building weird aircraft on it. Yeah. Have you played Space Engineers, Maverick? You tried Space Engineers on Xbox and it was frustrating. It's not bad on PC, to be honest. I thought it wasn't bad on PC. We had some great times. I had some great times streaming that.
I think I played it once or twice, right back when it was sort of around when it first released.
It's so much better now, though.
I can imagine
what it was. And as I said, they've just released 2, but I can't really see too much difference, to be honest. That's 5-stage or 4-stage rocket that we eventually built. Rocket stand that falls, the rocket falls off of it and stuff, and all the stages as we went up. That actually worked really, really well in the end. Once we got it all down pat, it was bloody fantastic. I loved it. Loved doing that. That was such a good challenge. A lot of fun. After all the trial and error and all that stuff, so. I may have to relocate, I think. I don't know. Getting some good scoops there. That's not a bad scoop. I'm kind of doing a little bit better now, Salvador with the not overloading. So
Hey, you know what they say? Practice makes perfect.
yeah. I'm my left thumb is actually sticking to the controller joystick a little bit because on Thursday I angle grinded my thumb, so I've got like these plasters all over it and stuff. And
How did you give it a bit of a shaving?
sorry.
Did you manage to cut it, or did you give it a bit of a shave?
Oh no, I cut it.
Ooh, that would have been painful.
Yeah, straight into my thumb. But it was it didn't bleed as much as I thought it would, and then I realised that it's because it kind of heated up my it kind of melted the meat in my thumb as it went in, as it was moving around because of the velocity and stuff. So didn't bleed much. It's just
Sort of cauterized it on the way in.
yeah, basically. So I was stopped for a little bit more toast.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly, nerd.
Back at my first job, there's a story about one of the supervisors there who managed to put a 9-inch grinder through his leg.
I watched a guy on a roof do that. He was standing on the roof, bent over, cutting a roof sheet, and the grinder jammed, and then let go and ran right up his leg to his thigh. Not very pleasant. Bad dog blades. No, never heard of those, Maverick. Might end up having to put lights on here, I think.
I mean, I've had a couple of close shaves with the wire wheels on grinders. Yeah, I had a couple of those that got caught up in my shirt and stuff, and that's always a bit of an eye opener.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's my own stupid fault, but diamond
How are you
blades.
looking
Ah,
at fuel,
yeah,
by the way?
I have seen the diamond blades. Yeah. What was that, mate?
How you looking on fuel?
Pretty crap.
Yeah, I've got a fuel truck.
That would be awesome. Thank you. It's a little bit hard with these lights on there. The lights on these vehicles are just way too powerful. Even when you just remove all of the lights and only have one on, it's still they're still way too powerful. I'm going to relocate Shadows.
Weird. Fuel truck doesn't seem to have lights on it.
Doesn't it?
No, I'm sitting there hitting L and nothing's turning on.
That is a bit weird, actually. If I had a diamond blade on it, I probably would have chopped my entire thumb off.
Well, let me know once you're full of fuel.
I am. No worries. Hang on a sec. Are you near me?
Yeah, right behind you.
Okay, for some reason it doesn't want to... there we go. Oh, no, yep, there. Why isn't... Oh, left trigger. There we go. Yep, I'm full.
Yep, no worries.
Well, to be honest, whereabouts are you, Noble, and why aren't you here washing our windows for us? Come on, you can do this. I've kind of just got that. Just doesn't want to. Just doesn't want to. That arm just doesn't want to drop back. The front arm, like it doesn't actually want to drop, which is It's annoying. I don't know whether it's my controller or what it is. There we go. Now it's doing it. I don't know what it is. Maybe my controller needs might be getting a bit rusty. A little bit rusty. Most you've seen was skid steer accidents, people getting knocked off their feet by the operator. Another word, guy almost got his foot crushed by the bucket, but luckily it was mud, so his foot just sank in. That is pretty bloody lucky. A skill saw into his leg. Missed the bone.
One of my best mates managed to drop a lifting beam off one of the gantry cranes on his foot.
Yeah. Ouch.
That was rather interesting.
Ouch. I was when I was an apprentice, I worked with this guy. We were doing like the rough in the hot and cold pipe work and stuff on a new house, and I'm out at the truck, and he wanders out and he says, I think I need to go to hospital. And I said, why? And he held his hand up and his thumb was actually hanging off. Went straight through it with a wood saw.
That reminds me of my old man. Back when he was probably about my age, he was using a what do they call it? The big rotary saw blades, table saw. He was using a table saw and putting a bit of wood through that, and went, that was a bit close. Looked down and half his fingers cut off, and ooh, that was a bit close.
Well, I didn't. I was 14 or 15, I think, and I didn't have my license yet. So, despite the fact that I could drive, I couldn't drive him to hospital. And I was sitting there, like no mobile phones or anything, and I was just sitting there thinking, no, how are we going to sort this out? He's like, nah, it's all right, it's fine. Just wrapped it in a rag and jumped in the car and drove himself to hospital. Like with half his thumb hanging
duct tape and tissue paper.
Yeah. There we go. It's so much better. As soon as you hit, it does seem that as soon as you hit the overload, as soon as you just touch the overload bar, you start to have massive issues. As soon as you touch it, it's not. There's no balance. It's either on or it's off. It's when I seem to have issues with being able to use that front arm. So there you go. Yeah, bad day for him. Bad day for him. Nowadays, Maverick, if somebody did that and they walked out with their, it'd be like, 2 years off of work, and there'd be this massive drama and psychological injuries and stuff like that. He was back at work the next day. They sewed it. They sewed it back on. He just came back to work the next day. Good old muscle head.
That's one thing I'm curious about. Is how many of your viewers have heard of Aussie tradie nicknames?
Aussie what nickname, sorry?
Aussie tradie nicknames.
Tradie
like Blister
nicknames.
or
Chippy, Sparky, like that.
No, like Blister and
yeah.
Shows up when the work's done.
Yeah. Probably hardly any of them. Probably hardly any of them, to be honest, unless they use those terms over in the States and stuff. I don't know. Seems to be working all right now, Shadow. Strong man make easy times make weak men make hard times make strong men. Yep. You do? You've heard of those, Farmer Craig? Those nicknames and stuff? Oh, no. What's happened there? You just, everything's going really, really well, and then all of a sudden you just hit this glitch.
Try and get it right up the front if you can on the next one.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Close that off. Cut through your thumb with a box knife. Cutting a tile and taped it up, doing the hospital for 6 weeks. You couldn't move it. Found you cut halfway through the bone. Bloody hell. And at the particular time, you just that's the kind of thing that I would do. You know, you just tape it up and get on with it, and then later on find out that you've done a massive amount of damage. About there, mate.
Oh, a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I almost reckon injuries with like box knives and razors and stuff are worse than cutting yourself with a grinder or something. Because at least if you cut yourself with a power tool, it almost cauterizes it. Whereas if you do it with a knife, it's just straight down the bone and it just sits there screaming out blood.
Yep. Being an old man, I'm on blood thinners as well, which doesn't help the situation when you cut yourself.
That's painful.
Beautiful. You broke a fingernail the other day. It was awful. The trials and tribulations, Christina. No worries, Noble. Travel safe, mate. Travel safe when you have to travel, all right? Please make sure that you do. Come on. Thank you. Thanks for getting on and hanging out for a bit. Noble finished Adamfall, the whole of Adamfall, the other day, he said as well. So kudos to him for that. Oh, I missed the fish oil bit. What was the fish oil bit? You're not so old man and you're also on blood thinners, yeah. Worked with an AMP that was on blood thinners. He bled like a sieve. Yeah. Yep. Fish oil makes blood thin. Ah, there you go. Mac, how you going, buddy? Ah, Mac, my favourite loser, is on stream. How you going, buddy? So don't drink WD-40. Are you dropping an excavator up top?
Yeah, just dropped it up there, getting ready.
I just seen out of the corner of my eye, I seen a helicopter fly past.
Yeah, I figured I'd move it up there just to get it ready.
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him, Farmer Craig. Whatever you do. Do not encourage Mac. He doesn't need encouraging. What, WD-40's fish oil? Let him go. He's dug more in the last hour than he has in all his videos all week. Yeah, no, good point. Good point. I've had a little bit of a week of doing bits and pieces in my videos, haven't I? We haven't got that much digging done. But what I might do is smile nicely at Salvador and see if he wants to jump on for a couple of YouTube recordings, so we can get some more of this type of work done for my videos, for my series. You will if you want, Farmer Craig. We're gonna have to.
Can be arranged.
We're gonna have to. I don't know. Farmer Craig's been a little bit unruly now as well. Trying to encourage Mac and then being defiant. You attempted to suggest no coffee for the hardcore series. Oh yeah, no, you would have been banned. No, you know it. You know you'd be banned. Mac. I love you, Mac. Yeah, no, I seriously would have had you banned from the channel had you have suggested that. No.
See, me not drinking coffee is a bit like a fish trying not to drink water.
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And he knows it. He knows it. I'm doing so much better with this thing from this view. You know that? The peasants are getting unruly. Once Mac gets onto the channel, Maverick, the peasants always start getting unruly. He has that effect.
What I'm hearing is he's the Robin Hood of the stream chat.
I think he's definitely the jester. He's definitely the jester. But what gets him the most though, and hurts him the most is when I tell everybody how nice he actually is. You know, that really upsets him. Spotty, how you going, mate? More of a T-man as of like, shut up, Spotty. Christina, can you ban can you ban Spotty? He's letting go of letting go of secrets. We can't have this. We cannot have this. Do you wanna jump on, Spotty? No, don't you dare. Don't you dare tell. I have to keep my eye on you. Bloody hell.
So what I'm hearing is we need to get your teapot for Christmas, or?
I have actually, to be honest. I have been drinking a bit of tea lately. I'm one of those people. I just drink so much coffee. But new materials to stir me with. See, this is you get Mac on here, and things start to turn to shit. Then Spotty comes on, and things are just getting worse. Like seriously.
Like getting diesel to a fire.
Mac, are your eyes open when you load? Come on, you can get that. Looking for a spot. Looking for a spot. I'm going to have to relocate again by the looks of it. Enough with the nice narrative. There you go. Yes, enough with the nice narratives.
On the plus side, we've almost made it with the corner of the bridge.
Have we? That's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna have to relocate again in a sec. Had some Irish breakfast. Irish breakfast is the only one nerg that I'll drink. The only tea that I'll drink.
I thought you were about to say Irish coffee for a second there.
No, Irish breakfast tea. I'm using an Xbox controller, a wireless Xbox controller for this one. Daydreamer. I find that for this work and for the loader work, it's really good, really good. So, Russian caravan. Can't tell you the Russian story that I was telling Spotty the other night. Never had Russian caravan. No, I don't like Earl Grey. Don't like Earl Grey.
I reckon one more up the back and I'll be done.
No worries, mate. It's not a full load, but there we go. I'm really getting the hang of this. Just bought 2 flight sticks for this game. You know, that'd probably Daydreamer. That'd probably be a lot better. I don't have 2 flight sticks. I've got an X52, so.
I'd almost like to see what it'd be like using the farm stick controller for this.
I did actually on one of my videos. Somebody asked, and I actually did hook it up, hook mine up, and it does work quite well. But for doing excavator work and stuff like that, you really need you really need your dual. You kind of really need your dual sticks. But two flight sticks, I thought about that as a possibility, most definitely. I thought that was so. You're gonna have to let me know how that goes. Oh, you love it? Yeah. I can see it being one of those things that would actually be just makes your life so much easier. And when you're using an excavator in real life, you're using dual joysticks basically. So you got it set up like the excavator at work. There you go. How do you go with this particular one using this particular excavator? If you drive excavators at work all the time, how do you feel about when you're using this one? Oh no, she was a she, all right. Back in my uni days, she was a she, all right, Maverick. Oh yes, trust me, she was a she. You don't use it? It's a strange thing to use, but it has its purpose though. You got 2 thrustmasters, same as real life. I'm gonna have to run a a charity to so I can buy a couple of thrustmasters. That'd be awesome.
Hey, Simi, have you got any of that floor plate and railing on you?
Yes, I do actually. I'll grab it off. I shall grab it off. Never run that one, but it'd be the same idea, yeah. Similar. It feels kind of a little bit reversed to me, which is why I have trouble using it. But at the moment, it seems to be all right. It seems to be going pretty good now. I'll just there we go. I'll just jump out for a sec, Shadow. Turn him off. You paid 60 US for yours. So you could probably buy a couple of pretty cheap ones, couldn't you? What am I going to put it in? I'll put them in down in the storage down here, mate.
Righto, I'll grab that and start putting some down.
What have I got steel floor wise? How much did I actually have? Oh, there's only 2 steel floors there, so you might have to get some more, I reckon. You have an Extreme 3D Pro. Be interesting to know what using this excavator's like, McNeil, when you get to that level. Right. But yeah, definitely not overloading. Overloading's not a good idea. $35 each, cool. There we go, that's a little bit better. Bit overloaded there. Can cause a few problems. Thank you. Right. Well, as springs a little stronger on the ones that you're using. Should be actually following that. That's better. Come on, you can do it, little fella. There we go. That's working well. Going well. I actually really like using this now that I'm getting used to it. But I still reckon I'd be making a lot of errors and stuff with it if I was looking from the perspective of outside, from a third person perspective. I reckon it's the whole it's kind of the whole first person thing that just makes it seems to make it a whole lot easier. All right, we might consider because we're nearly, believe it or not, we've gone like nearly another hour, which means that it's nearly time again to take a quick break. We might, when we get back from that break, start doing some tunneling stuff. But I'm actually really enjoying this. There we go, Christina. See, she's right on. She's right on it. Right on it. But I'm actually really enjoying doing this, so I think what we need is we need some we need to get some more iron ore in because I need more money.
Gotta spend that money to make that money.
Yeah, exactly. So I need to sell some more raw iron. Which is doing really well for my thing. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's what I was just talking about, Maverick, because we're gonna get the I think we're gonna grab the tipper, the tunneling tipper, and probably put it behind the whack it right behind the tunneler and run that the way that it should be run. So we'll fill this up. We'll have a quick break again, and
that's right. I think that's about full anyway.
Is it? Cool. I think we've done really well there. Turn those lights off. Turn him off. I think we did quite the work, quite the amount of work there. I reckon. Look at that. Just going to bring that into there, isn't it? You'll have to remember, Salvador, before you log out of the game to actually put the stuff that you have in your inventory back.
Yeah, I think I only bought about 20 odd. Put all that down, and
Oh yeah,
I don't have anything left.
it's looking decent. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be honest. Isn't it? It's quite a big bridge.
I did chuck a staircase coming down off the where the tunnel, the mine entrance is as well.
Oh, did you? That's a good idea. Oh, yes. Perfect. That's actually a really good idea. I don't know. I should have thought of that, but I didn't. Nice. Down here. Down onto the conveyor systems and back down here, which is really, really good. And Salvador just magically appears down here. Magically appears down here. So I reckon what we're going to do is Salvador's going to get in the tunneler. Have you used the tunneler yet?
Oh, I've done a little bit with it, not a lot, but done a little bit.
I can throw Shadow in the rock truck, and I can stand around and just look old and handsome. We don't have enough money in there. What have we got ore wise? I'm probably going to have to go upstairs. Let's go and. Oh no, I got a bit of silicon ore. I've got a lot of dirt to sell, which will give us some money. Got nothing in there. I've got lots of coal in there. I might sell some coal off, since we've just pulled some coal out of the ground. And probably sell some gravel off as well. Look at that. I reckon that was Shadow that parked that there. Good work. Good work, Shadow. Right, so let's go into here. We're going to sell. And we'll get rid of all of the dirt. Like so. Sell off that coal. So you get 90 grand for a stack of 10,000 of the coal. Get rid of all of that. Then we're going to purchase, and what we're going to do is rock trucks. Grab this fella here. Do we have enough money? No, we don't. We're just missing out, but that's okay because I can go up the top there. But for now, I'm just going to go and have a really. Look, I'm gonna credit it to you, Shadow. I'm going to credit it to you. So. We will be back in a sec, guys. I'll be a couple of minutes. We'll see you when we get back. All right, we are back. We are back. We're planning on playing with the tunnel machine. Yes, we are. Yep. It was built in the 60s. All original, some parts still in working order. How the hell did I get up here? What the? All right. I'm blaming Shadow
I'm
for
not
that.
mischievous, I swear.
I'm going to blame Shadow. Yeah, surely it wasn't you. Surely it wasn't. Do you know what? Do you know the one thing that we haven't thought of? Do you want to bring that? Do you want to see if you can get that excavator in here? The reason being is we're going to need to take a bit of this wall out because we're going to have to get a truck in and out of here. Aren't we? So
That's a very good point. I hadn't thought of.
maybe the smaller excavator, I reckon. The one that's inside the tunnel. Shadow? It's inside the tunnel already. Inside this tunnel here. We've got to take this corner out because I'm going to have to get the truck in and out of here. So, which is going to be interesting. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up the top and sell some stuff so that we can afford to purchase some stuff. So, Ghost, hey, go, mate. Thank you for popping in and thank you for lurking. What are you playing at the moment, mate? All right, what do we got to sell here? Got quite a bit of copper. Got platinum. I haven't done platinum lately, strangely enough. I'm going to grab all of that iron. And I'm going to grab some of that iron and leave that running. I'm going to grab the gold. Might leave the aluminium and silicon there. Although I don't believe that I'm going to be making any products in this playthrough, in this season. I don't think. It's looking pretty bloody good down there, though. It's looking good. Oh, were you gone? Come on, Mac. Mac. A group of guys are running World of Warcraft group. Whoa, Spurky would love to hear that. Spurky's a massive World of Warcraft fan. Copper. Look, 2,000 ingots, 136 grand. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm going to have to get in with some ammo as well. Oh, there's some more gold there, 107 grand. All right, down we go. Down we go with our bionic legs. Now I can afford to buy this truck, so I'm going to buy this truck. Then I'm going to back the bloody thing in so that we can see if we've got a good space. So right there, purchased. You don't tend to worry too much about spending money in this, do you? Like it's one of those things that the more equipment you can have, the better you are. Right, let's grab our pickaxe out. Could probably get a little bit more out of this, I reckon. I might jump in here.
Yeah, I just realised that I'd removed the power pole so the conveyor doesn't have power at the moment. Whoops.
How did you manage to remove the power pole?
Oh, I took it out of the way so you could get the loader through.
There you go, Shadow. You can go for it if you want. If you want to do the loader, get rid of all of this stuff up here. Give us enough space to get through. Get rid of the little nobulous bits because I am not a fan of the nobulous bits. Shadow's got it all happening there. Beautiful. Keep moving it out, and I think I have some more concrete floor in there as well, so I can start throwing some more concrete floor in there as Shadow goes.
There you go. Conveyor's back up and running again.
Thank you, sir. Beautiful. Let's throw that in there. We'll get a little bit of these in there. We'll have that nice little space out there. I think I've got a whole pile of stuff on me as well. Do I have a whole pile of stuff on me? Just hay dirt. Coal. Can throw that in there as well. Consume. Lovely. That's gone. Yeah, I had to sort of run two separate circuits through here. That's why there's stuff. That's why there's stuff everywhere. Stuff absolutely everywhere. Nag, nag, naggy, naggy, nag. Have that all look lovely. Now I don't know. I may be able to just drive in and I may be able to just dump into this conveyor, mightn't I? As I'm moving behind you, because I'm not going to be able to dump into this because it's not the hopper's not low enough. So
Yeah, I reckon as long as the conveyor's running, it should be fine to just dump straight on top of that.
it's going to be a little bit difficult in the first bit because we're going to have to get we're going to have to run that the start of this widening of the tunnel there. So right, get that out. Flatten off a little bit of this, make it a little bit decent. There we go. Lovely. Get number 2 out and flatten this off as well. Let's see how we're going to go here. May actually be able to get away with it. If I once Shadow's out of there, I can squeeze this fella in there. I'm right behind you, mate. Oh, sorry. I'm doing stupid stuff. Just got to refuel while I'm here.
Don't mind me, I'm just doing a bit of conveyor maintenance yet again.
Conveyor maintenance is always good maintenance. Got to keep it all happening. Hang on, just jump out of there. Just scoot out of the way there, Shadow, and I'll get past you. Do you maybe scoot over to the left or something? I'll see if I can get past you there. And then, yeah, look at that. Beautiful. All right. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Just how we like it.
Once you dump that one, Shadow, I'll take this corner piece out and then I'll quickly clean up the dirt here.
Right. Beautiful. Are you doing a diggy to fix those prevent those conveyors from blocking up?
Fingers crossed. Yeah, I should get it.
Perfect. Perfect. Throw him in there, throw him in there, and I need to do some, that's right, I need to do some blasting on the end of this tunnel at some point too. So we've hit solid rock over here. So, oh, come on, can I get through there? No, I can't. All right, so I reckon we're going to widen this tunnel. We'll go wide again. All of this down here is going to have to be blasted, which is going to be pretty interesting. So I'm going to throw one there and see how that goes. Ah, There we go. So we've got it all into blasted rock now. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Get through here. You're going to have to... It's going to be hard doing the very, very first part of this, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
Shadow, do you want to start cleaning this area up if you want, and dumping that, and then working into this pay dirt area here, and just dumping it all in this if you can, if you've got enough room. However you're going to do it, don't know. It's going to be tough, isn't it? I might move forward so you can get out this way a little bit. It's pretty tight in there. It's pretty tight. See you later, Farmer Craig. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out, mate. Enjoy. Be safe. It's always good to have you here, man. Looks like you're a bit behind on the underground part. You may be quite a bit behind on the underground part. Oh, maybe a couple of episodes, I reckon, Nerd. Maybe a couple of episodes. There we go. Look at that.
There we go.
Getting it in that spot. Once you... Hang on, let me just move this. Sorry, don't mean to move you around. All right, there you go. Off she
And
goes.
let the tunneling begin.
Oh, I've got to make sure that I, instead of trying to drive forward while I'm looking backwards. So there's a big copper vein in here somewhere that we're looking for, so. Ah, yes, you are a little bit behind then. I reckon, Nerd.
It's weird because as I'm moving in the tunnel, I'm also like moving my head around in real life, just trying to like see around the corners and stuff like that as well.
I do that when I'm doing loader work all the time. That's why sometimes my voice goes a little bit funny on, goes a little bit quieter on YouTube, because because I'm trying to look around the front of the bucket. So.
How full are you looking?
Probably half.
Damn, that holds a fair bit then.
Yeah, I don't know how much it actually does hold, but definitely holding a bit. I might try dumping that.
Right
that.
Off you go.
Yep, close your, although you're kind of almost over the conveyor there anyway. I don't know where I'm going to dump it. Didn't think of that, did I? Yeah, she's definitely not going to dump in that hopper. So I'm probably going to have to dump right at the edge here, I reckon. Is this a double conveyor here? Kind of almost, isn't it? Am I going to be able to get it? What are my controls on this thing? Shift. There we go. Should hopefully be able to drop this off here. There we go. I reckon that's probably worked, has it? Yeah. You might be right because you're almost over the... there we go.
Alright, I'm going to come back out again a bit and see if I can scrape a bit of the roof off.
Oh, yeah. It seems like it's not too bad, though.
Oh,
It won't...
yeah, I'll give it a crack.
Oh, it's not digging at all, Shadow. Yeah, unless you have the conveyors underneath it, this is definitely not the work of a single player. Stacks up quite funny, to be honest. You can probably keep going a little bit because you're over the top of the conveyors now. So, just coming behind you there, Shadow. Oh, it's taken so long with the mouse. There we go. It's a bit tight in here, isn't it?
Oh, very much so.
I'm just going to get out and do a little bit of blasting for Shadow, just in case. Might just throw some ammo on there. All right, fire in the hole. There we go. Whoop. Probably doesn't help with me pushing you there either, does it? Where you're trying to turn and stuff.
Sort of just trying to reposition, try and get a bit better. Because I'm trying to tilt the head off to the right hand side, try and get a bit of that wall while still going straight.
Yeah, it's still pretty janky. They still say they've got lots of work to do on it, and that they are planning on doing lots of work on it. Although, to be honest, you're dumping straight into there, which seems to be working pretty well as well.
Oh, my pack's gone off the side. Oh dear.
Oh crap. Might have to shut him down. Is that better, Shadow? Looks like it's better.
There we go, saved it.
You managed to save it. We might have to throw some more conveyors and stuff in.
Or even just some kind of concrete floor on the side there or something like that.
Yep. Oh, shift. Actually takes a fair size load, this. It doesn't look like it would, does it?
Yeah, you wouldn't think so, but then once you actually get into it, it's sort of Wow.
Takes a fair size load, just going back to say. That's what she said. Type in exclamation mark she, Ghost. Exclamation mark she. No, there's not one for he yet. We haven't got that. We haven't got that far yet.
At the moment, I'm trying to get it so I can actually get my tracks up on that dirt, so I can sort of try and keep it a bit straighter going through that wall. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
proving rather difficult.
Very difficult, actually. It has its moments, definitely. That thing definitely
I
has
reckon
its
it
moments.
wouldn't be quite so bad if those teeth on the front of the head actually did push into the ground and sort of scoop it up instead of just sitting on top of it and pushing you up higher.
Yeah, which makes it a little bit hard, doesn't it?
Oh, very much so.
I don't think we ever did actually, Christina, but we probably need to. I think you've got access to all of that in my stream elements, so probably do. Thanks, Shadow. Sorry to get in your way, mate. Coming down. Sorry, I just pushed you. You just did all that work getting around there, and then some idiot, being me, just came in and pushed
That's
you out of
alright,
the way.
I managed to push myself off anyway.
I have to try and move your conveyor up just a little as well. Just a touch.
Oh, I think it's because the head's pushing down the ground at the moment.
Ah, okay. Let's get the number 2 out. Let's get the number 2 out. Probably doesn't help, to be honest. Yeah, she's a bit tough, isn't it?
I mean, we're getting there, but it's a pain in the ass.
I wonder whether my concrete thing's making more concrete floors. It probably is, actually. We did have a lot of concrete floors running in production. But it looks like we're going to have to get some more now. It's over here next to the Thunderbox. Next to the Thunderbox. Nope, not doing anything. Need some water. I think I was producing water upstairs, actually. Let's go into here. Jump into there. There we go. Or maybe we don't have any more water. Yep, cement mixer outside of the dumper. That's exactly right. Got oil sitting in there. Because they haven't got fuel sitting in there. Don't want fuel. We want water. There we go. Let's get some water happening. Yeah, they haven't actually implemented the bitumen yet, have they? They've got the machines and everything in here, but I don't think they've implemented it yet.
No, the asphalt's in.
Oh, it is? So you can actually lay asphalt now?
Yeah, you just gotta I think gotta put the asphalt in a chute and then put that into the load it from a chute or
Oh,
into a
yeah.
truck,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
then into the asphalt roller.
Okay.
Not the roller, the paver.
You got a jam up. Not as good as a Vegemite up. Yeah, they have oil because you need oil and coal to make bitumen, I think. Is it oil and coal? No, to make bitumen. So you got to make barrels, put those in the derricks, drag oil out of the ground. You can either produce fuel out of it to run your generators, or you can use it to make bitumen. I'm gonna have to buy some more of them, I think. Where are we? Buildings, rough concrete. Let's grab some more floors. There we go. Throw them in there to make Shadow's life a lot easier. Stop him jamming up. Oh, yeah.
Unintended.
Always one. Intended. There we go. That'll do that there. You can go in, there's some pay dirt in here. No, that's just plain dirt. We don't really have any pay dirt. We've got pay dirt over this side, but there we go. Yeah, buy yourself one, mate. Yeah, you've got permission to buy yourself one. Just grab one for yourself. No problem at all. Pickaxes galore. There we go. Lovely. We might have to throw another couple of conveyors in here at some point too. All right. Well, there you go. There you go. It's all happening.
Give that a crack in a second and see if that flattens out a bit more.
May do. The bloody stabilisation of those wheels, of those tracks is... Because it can be pretty unstable, can't it? So... We're kind of only digging dirt out. Really need to get to... really need to find this copper node, which is out here somewhere, apparently. So...
Any chance you might be able to fit the fuel truck down here too?
Probably. I reckon I would be able to. I'll get this beast out of the way. Not a lot of room in a mining tunnel, is there? Not
Might
a
need a
lot.
taller ceiling at this rate.
Yeah. Let's see if I can fit it under there. In we go. I hate how they've just set the default view that resets for your zoom levels. It's a bit of a, when you jump in your vehicle, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Because it's they've set the default every time you hop into a vehicle to zoom right out. Just coming behind you there, Shadow. Yep. Nope. Can't get under. Oh my gosh. Do you need... nope, you probably don't.
Okay, so I'll see if I can get it out there to you.
No, I'll bring the fuel tank over and dump it next to you. There we go. Where are we? Items. Throw the fuel tank in there. There you go, fill up.
And we're full.
I heard you. I heard it filling up.
Wait, did you? I didn't know they had that feature in there.
I could hear you filling up, yeah. Simidiom, let me dig with a broom. Oh, there we go, Christina. Test it out now. Test it, test it. There you go. Oh, she's going to come up with some. She's going to come up with some stuff now. Is that working better now? I'll bring the truck back in.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better with the concrete on the side.
Yeah. Stability always helps, right?
Oh yeah.
There we go. Just another disgruntled employee. They're everywhere. Seems to be working kind of alright, doesn't it? Alright, I'm going to go and dump this, so just hold off for a sec.
Oh, good. I'm going to readjust some lights on this so I can actually see what I'm looking at and not blinding myself.
Oh, mate. I wish they'd fix that. I don't think it'd be too hard for them to fix it. Right. I have to sack them all, Maverick. Sorry I'm in your way there, Shadow. I'm glad we got that spot there that we can that I can dump into. All right, I am right behind you.
Oh, I'm starting to slip again.
Oh, that's right. He accidentally, hang on a sec, mate. He accidentally decabled it, so have to turn him back on again. There we go. Well spotted.
Yeah, I'm at the end of the conveyors. That's probably why I keep coming off.
Let me fix that up, actually. Let me just jump out and throw some... Just for now, we'll throw some concrete floors in here. just to make it a little bit more stable until you get onto this flat bit, because once you get onto this flat bit, you should be all right. So that might help. All right.
I suppose if you want to keep widening it out as well, if you keep extending the concrete floors out to my right, your left,
Yep.
then that means I can sort of keep tracks on that and just keep scraping at the right hand wall.
And we can keep going through now. Now that there's now that it's kind of there's two of us doing it rather than one, then we don't really need to throw any more conveyor down at the moment. We can just keep running straight through.
Let me come back a bit so I can scrape this stuff in front of me.
There we go. All right, I'm full.
Righto, off you go.
It definitely does a fair sized load. Looks to me like somebody who possibly is cast on a sunny day has got a little bit of dirt in there. Okay. Terraforming locked. Terraforming locked. All right. There we go. I was looking at getting back into Captain of Industry as well. I was watching somebody play that again the other day, and it's looking like it's quite good now. That's a nice load you've got there, Shadow. Okay. Sound a bit a bit disappointing, the horns on these, don't they? Bit disappointing. All right.
I reckon it'd sound better if they had air horns.
Yep, absolutely. Something a little bit hefty. Something a little bit hefty.
Hold on, I need more floor up here.
You going to?
If you've got any.
I do, yeah. I do. It should actually go pretty well. Have you got a little bit of a spot around here? It should actually go pretty well if you just leave it in exactly the same spot and just keep moving forward. You should be okay. Without putting floor down.
Well, guess there's only one way to find out.
Do it. Should kind of smooth its own floor out, if you know what I mean.
Good being the key word.
Could, yeah. It is out of ore, and it does have a little bit of jankiness in some of it, but as long as you're sort of not adjusting it vertically and only adjusting it horizontally, it should go all right. We hit hard solid rock again, or
possibly it's not wanting to go any further forward, so...
Okay, move back a bit. Let's see what we've got down here. No solid rock. Should be working all right. It's just all blasted rock.
Weird.
I wonder what... First person view's pretty useless in this, isn't it? Coming through. There we go. Alright, I'm pretty full, so I shall go and relieve myself of this load. Pun intended. There we go. Getting through traffic jams. Maybe you should buy yourself one and test it out. Give us a full report. What the hell is going on? Well, that's a little bit of an issue, isn't it? That's a big issue. Right there. I may have...
I just pulled the stream up on my tablet and saw what you're talking about, and ooh,
yep, I may have made a boo-boo. May have made just a little boo-boo. There we go.
Dare I say that's a carton?
that's exactly what it would be if I was out on site. Definitely. Thankfully, I'll buy a virtual carton for everybody at the end of the stream. Got big problems. Oh, what's the big problems? Oh, it's all full. It's all filling up, isn't it? It's all filling up. That's okay. We can sort it. We're men. We can sort it. And it was going so well. It was going so well. You were correct, Christina. It was going so well.
Right. Who jinxed it?
Probably me. Probably me. I'm fine to own up to it. I'm fine to own up to it. Didn't you go through and dig all of this out? Underneath these?
No, I only did it on the other bend and down the tunnel.
Oh, okay. I thought you did it here as well. But then the other bend did this as well. Did the same thing, so.
I think it depends on where the dump deck is as well. Like if it's not directly over the top of the conveyors, then it doesn't work properly.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadows, get yourself a fast pickaxe.
Didn't you buy a fast pickaxe, Shadow? Should have done, mate. Make your life easy. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah, I reckon down here it kind of dumped into this side, so I reckon that's what the issue was. So I probably shouldn't be dumping at this corner, to be honest. Drunken Aussie Adventures. This just happened to you. Yeah, it's annoying when it does happen, isn't it? But, you know, trials and tribulations, right? Eh? If you ever watched, which I'm sure you probably have, Drunken, you know, the gold digging programs and all that type of stuff, then this is the type of stuff that they've got to do. They like dig for 5 minutes and then they've got to fix stuff for for 3 days. Dig for 5, 6, fix for 3 days. And welcome back, by the way. All right, so we can put those back over the top on these conveyors, I reckon. Oh, no. Move. Do you want to remove this one while you got all the stuff in your inventory? And I'll dig under this bit. There we go. We'll dig this one out. Apparently this one helps, Drunken. So by digging out underneath these kind of helps a bit. So and anything that helps, even if it helps just a little bit, is still a bit of help. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. All right. Did you buy yourself a fast one, Shadow? Did you buy yourself a fast pickaxe, mate? Sure did. Blasted rock, coal, pay dirt. Consume.
I almost reckon we might have to rework your floor in here.
Yeah, it's off, isn't it? All it takes is when you do your first one, because when you're putting floor up against those crates, that's when you start to have those issues. So, yeah, you can all of a sudden actually just go off by one, and then you're stuffed.
I mean, on the plus side, this tunnel's nice and wide now.
It's lovely and wide, isn't it? Shadow's been over here digging his butt off, trying to get things happening over here, which has been really good. Banana, hello and welcome back. It's good to see you. Always good to see you, Banana. There we go, in there as well. Yeah, might have to remove that hopper, I reckon. Shadow and dig that out as well, eh? By the looks of it. Although it's probably yeah, it's affecting the hopper, isn't it? Bugger. Although we do need to, now that that's all done, that we probably also need to go and, oh no, that's rolling. Is this rolling? No, this bit isn't rolling for some reason. Probably because this hasn't been turned on at the, I don't know what's going on.
There you go. Now it's on.
Is it? Beautiful. Yeah, we might have to dig under this hopper as well. There's a bit sitting in here, which is going to probably cause problems. Although that might be all right.
I mean, we haven't had issues with the hopper so far when stuff's been dropping into it, so I don't reckon that'll get affected too, mate.
What rough weather are we supposed to be getting tomorrow, Banana? We're supposed to have a full-on... I'm going out to a remote sheep station in the middle of nowhere, up a 250-kilometre goat track on Monday. I hope they're not getting rain, or it's going to be a very unpleasant trip. It'll be four-wheel drive all the whole way.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'll just go onto the Portaloo.
Portaloo? Go and use the Portaloo. Just leave money on the fridge. Only you'd know the answer to that. Only you'd understand that. There we go. Although Drunken Aussie Adventures would probably understand that. Leave the money on the fridge. Thunderstorms and extreme weather warnings. Joy. How fun. How completely and utterly fun. Hey? Are you all prepped for it? But no one ever does. Yeah. All right. No one ever leaves the money on the fridge. Cool. Things are happening here. I'm just doing this, and I'm just mesmerized doing this. The code blue, eh? Ooh. Okay. Better check for all that, and better make sure everything's set up properly tomorrow. Everything's secure. The trampoline out the back and all that stuff. Have to secure it all. There you go. It's always nice to do a little bit of tidy up through here anyway, isn't it? Bit of leveling up while we do it as well.
Keep it about as straight as Elton John.
Yep, you're right there. You're right there. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. Extreme weather, southern SA, gusts expected over 100 kilometres an hour, wind, showers, thunderstorms, possibly record-breaking waves and sea levels. Joy.
I think I did say they're estimating about 40 mil for the hills too.
Really? Bloody hell.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, that's exciting, isn't it? I think Shadow might be digging his own little mine down there with his pickaxe. We haven't hit what we're looking for yet, have we? Which is copper. Supposed to be hitting.
Not yet, I don't think.
Supposed to be hitting copper in here.
Mind you, we have only just started hitting the rock, so.
Yeah, I just solid rock. Yeah, I blasted that while we were setting up for this. So. Tidy all of this up. Tidy all of this up. Nothing like the calm Aussie weather. Yeah, I know. From 9 a.m. Sunday to 11 a.m. Monday. Blimey. Really? Great.
Yep, I'm looking forward to having all the tree hang call outs this weekend.
That'd be fun, won't it? Hey? That'd be super fun for you.
I'm not going to say what I want to say.
No, understandable too. Geez, that just fits under there, doesn't it? All right, I'm going to go and have a quick break. I will be back in a sec, everybody.
Nothing to see here.
All right, back everybody. Thank you very much for that. Let's see. No more trees down in the yard this time. It looks like yep. Seriously, I can't leave. I can't leave, can I? What is going on here?
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Everything's going really, really well. I think we might. Yeah, it's all going. It's actually starting to look decent, isn't it? Starting to look good. Might end up having to get down here and starting to start pulling pulling a little bit more iron out of here, I reckon, at some point too. I've got a lot of solid rock down here that I've got to blast, which we can do now. Throw you in there.
Solid rock by Goanna?
Hmm?
Solid rock by Goanna?
Yeah, solid rock, dancing on sacred ground. Boom, boom, boom. I can't seem to hear any oh no, because I got the volume turned right down, haven't I? We're gonna have to blast that. We're gonna have to blast right through this wall as well, which means I need to buy some more dynamite, right? It sucks, doesn't it? Explosives. What does the Dynamax and the TNT do? Does it do more than what the Ampho does?
I think it's just different blast radiuses from memory.
Yeah, okay.
And one of them deletes material as well, I think. I can't remember which one.
Looks like Shadow's found a missing conveyor. That's all pretty good in there. And this area here needs to be blasted as well. So that oh yeah, no, that worked. That worked. Cool. I'm gonna jump into here while this is happening and scoop a little bit of this up to get a little bit more solid rock. Mac had to go by order of his wife, did he? That sucks. I didn't see that. Oh look, my controller's decided to turn itself off, which is good. Saves batteries. There we go. That. There we go. That's a good load there. I know. That's what she said. Cool. While those guys are sorting that out, I'm just going to be really lazy and sit here in the loader and dump some of this. Cut some more of this area out. Get ourselves a little bit more money. Because who doesn't love money? Right?
No comment, Your Honour.
No comment. Need a straight conveyor and a chute. You can you've got the stuff to purchase that. And an up. You've got the authority to purchase that one. Shadow, so grab away, mate. Grab away. Just don't use the mining money to buy your lunch, all right? You got to bring your own lunch.
Are you telling me this employer doesn't pay for the occasional lunch?
Correct. Every now and again, when the boys are doing all right, I'll take them out for lunch, but ourselves through there. Pick all this up. There's going to be a fair bit of iron in this, I reckon. Hopefully. And some other bits and pieces. See, I'm doing the same thing again. I'm looking around the bucket. Which is exactly what you were talking about before, Salvador. Looking around the bucket. Doesn't work, but...
Going for the old lean.
Yep. Doing the old lean. That's right.
Hitting the lean and sit there saying to yourself, I was like, why isn't this helping?
A chute can dump on a conveyor as far as I'm aware, yes. That is correct. Just watch what we've got there because starting to sort of overload the power a bit, I think. We're getting there. We're getting to the point of overloading, so got to sort of be...
Yeah, I think another conveyor and a chute will probably overload it.
Unless you run it off of the second chute in the tunnel, where the tunneling machine is, because that's got plenty at the moment. So try and run your power off of that, I reckon.
Hey Shadows, if you run it off the pylon that I'm standing underneath at the moment, you should be right.
It only pays for beer when they're behaving. Daydreamer. Only pays for beer when they're behaving, which isn't very often, to be honest. So.
Except I've just realised that because the hopper's powered by the system that's about to run out of power,
yep.
That's what's going to be powering the up conveyor and the chute.
Oh, okay. Oh, that kind of sucks. May end up
Might need
having
to do
to.
some bulk upgrades to the power system, Mr. Boss Man.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it, doesn't it? Shadow's feeling a bit too timid to take the initiative there. Let the boss fix it. Let the boss fix it, he says. That's, see, and there, right there is an example of why I don't buy him beer, Daydreamer. The beer isn't covered. You're going to put your application in.
I thought it was just because you were tight.
Well, you know, show initiative, and the beer could flow. Getting a lot of stuff out of here. Nice. 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 Beautiful. Should be getting some pretty good stuff out of this. But you only work for beer. No, that's pretty cheap. I'll tell you what. Every time you work a full week for me, I'll buy you a 6-pack of beer. How's that? That sounds like a good deal. Hey, you can't resist that. You couldn't resist that, could you? A 6-pack of beer for a week's worth of work.
I mean, I reckon I've already done about 4 days worth in this game so far.
In Oz, half a dozen with the taxes on alcohol and stuff, half a dozen beers is probably worth 2 weeks of wages, I reckon. What do you reckon?
Yeah. That's changing contract now.
I'm making it up as I go, but I mean, obviously I'm not, you know, making it in my favour. Look, there's a deal, see? See, I just got a deal.
I suppose at the end of the day, $20 is $20.
Yep. All you heard was free beer. Well, technically it's not free because I'm going to work you really, really, really hard for it. So I'm a slave driver. Horrible boss. Horrible boss. How you guys going over there, all right? Is Shadow lurking in the shadows because he doesn't want to upset the boss?
I mean, he's lurking in the open at the moment, but I think we're just sort of looking at it and trying to think where to start.
System was running perfectly before I got the riffraff on there. Add a storage to the empty spot if it doesn't overload. Go in there and grab some of that. Lovely. No worse than working alone. You've been digging for a week while all your buddies took off on you. Oh, that was really nice of him, wasn't it? I don't mind working on my own in the real world. Oh, that's right. I've got to go and see if those water barrels are done in the derricks so that we can... That's awesome, actually. You could just set me up on a... just mount your phone in front of you in the excavator, and you don't need to watch what you're doing. If anybody gets in the way and you kill them, it's their fault. You could just watch Simi all day while you're digging. All right, there we go. It's cleaning up quite well, isn't it? Getting low on fuel. Gonna have to go and fill up. There we are. This area is looking good too. This new open mine. There we go. Not new open mine, the old open mine, where we're getting all of our iron from. All right, beautiful. Fell in a hole. That's fine. I do that all the time. I've still got to fix where those conveyors go through there because it's really annoying me. Can't remember which one it is that the iron ore comes out of. I'm going to sell some of this. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab the ruby and that and the silicon. More dirt coming through, which means the boys are actually doing something over there. Jump into there. Yeah, we got a bit of iron out of that, didn't we?
Smart thinking, Shadow.
Is Shadow performing miracles down there? Ruby.
Yeah, somewhat. It is going to involve a little bit more work and another container to check, but it works.
Extra beer for you, Shadow. Extra beer for you, mate. All right. Get some diamond stuff happening there. Oh, yeah, we should take what's already in there and sell that off. Head upstairs. That's a bit cheaty, isn't it? Going in there.
Still got those dump decks on your Shadow?
What are we doing in here? We're going to go gold ore. Grab that. There we go. Get that moving. Silicon. Yes, right there. Silicon happening. Beautiful. That is still producing. Yes, I don't exist. My figment
You got
of
any
imagination.
You got any dump decks on you?
No. Actually, yeah, I've got 5. I've got 5.
Ah, so you're the one that's pinched them.
Probably, yeah. Just buy a couple more. It's not like we don't need them, right? What are we doing in there? I'm going to grab... and throw you up there, grab you. Keep that happening. There we go. Perfect. All right, good stuff happening there. Good stuff happening there. We're going to make some good cash out of that now. Let's see if these derricks... This one's still going, but that one looks like it might be finished. So, got some water there. How much water do you have in there? Quite a bit, actually. Lovely. Okay. Let's do some sales. There's 174 grand. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let's throw that in there. We'll grab that ruby and we'll grab that diamond. You'd think diamond and stuff would sell really, really, like, for quite a bit, wouldn't you? Back down here with our bionic legs. Okay. Let's throw that in there. And we'll keep producing concrete floors. What's that? That's we want rough concrete, which I think is that one. There we go. That'll do it. Lovely. Good stuff. A lot of work going on up there where the bridge is, which is good. Let's see what mayhem these guys have caused over here. Oh, hello. You've thrown a storage on here. Oh, yeah, you've thrown that straight off of there, have you? But then it's not going up into the main plant, though. To be processed. Like the blasted rock's not going up there to be processed and stuff like that. Which might end up being a little bit of a problem. Or is it? Is it? Yeah, I don't think it is. Which may cause it. May cause. I mean, we could probably transfer it, but look at that! Look at those wires. There's like wires everywhere. It's all going quite well down here, isn't it? It's going very well, but we haven't hit this copper yet. But that's a solid rock there, and that's the blasted section. I'm going to put a I'm going to put one of these.
I did put a little drill hole there for you to put some dynamite in.
Just put it in there, actually. There we go. Lovely. Look at that. Perfect. So it was like it's fun to despite the fact that the tunneler and stuff is so ganky, it's still actually pretty fun to be able to use it and stuff. It'd be a lot quicker if we were just running through here with a loader and just picking stuff up and dumping it. But
I don't know. I'd almost argue that the tunneler does do it a bit quicker, but it's just more of a pain in the bum.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just sort of, I'm just thinking Shadow just purely because, I'm just sort of, It's kind of a bit hard, isn't it, to decide what to do here. Maybe remove these because we can put concrete straight over the top of these. Like that, because we don't need those. Oh yeah, there we go again. Chucking stuff in the spots that it's not supposed to go. Throwing that in there. There we go. Right, see, this is all dirt down here now, so there's probably no point in actually digging any more of that out. I reckon we might be better off. I'll put the fuel back over here, which is where I had it originally, which is where it's supposed to go, and then I moved it. I think I had it sitting in there. Hey, it fell down the hole. Well, I think Shadow's trying to kill me. Yeah, it's all a bit offset, isn't it? With these floors. That's a bugger. That's an absolute bugger. Maybe we'll Maybe we'll concrete floor through here, hey? Like that. And then remove these ones.
I'm just having a look at the bridge at the moment. I reckon you could almost actually finish it off.
The bridge, you reckon? We've got the money there to finish it off, most definitely. Most definitely. I
Yeah,
might.
because the side of it does pretty well made up with where we were digging out, so I reckon that pretty well lines up.
Does it? That's pretty awesome. That's actually pretty cool. I might come and do that. Head up the stairs that you prepared earlier. Up these stairs. And then we're going to kind of need the drive around bit. All right. What do we need? We need to purchase buildings, steel. I'll grab some of those. Grab 30 of those. And some steel floors, some more steel floors as well. So we're going to need a fair few of those. So now you think about it, storage is not a good. That's all right. You can just remove it, mate. Jump over there. Bring the bridge through here, like so. There you go. Lovely. Not bad. Not bad. Probably going to need to buy some more steel floor though. All right. Yep, definitely need to buy some more of that. Go. Throw that in there. Sweet. Don't think we have any handrails left, do we?
And paint.
And paint. Probably get some. I got yellow paint, but I might get some.
I think there was only one black one left in the storage down there.
Was there? Yeah. I'll just grab some. I'll grab some handrails. A quick $300,000 to build a bloody bridge. What's paid under? Equipment paint. There. We'll buy some more of those. I know I can just put an amount in, but that's fine. Grab that there. Where's our handrails? Our handrails are there, so we probably want those there. Cool. Keep everything safe. OH&S, mate. OH&S. You put handrails up, paint them bright yellow, do all of that stuff, and somebody will still fall off them. right?
Didn't it get changed to WH&S these days?
Yes, work health safety from OSCH, occupational safe, OHSC, sorry, occupational health and safety. So. Yep, WHS now. All right, lovely.
Mind you, speaking of handrails, I think we might need a bit more along the entrance of this mine shaft here.
Yeah. All right, cool. Do you want me to? Oh no, I can't. You can't just drop them on the ground for somebody else to pick up, can you? It sucks.
It'd be good if you could. I suppose you
Yeah.
could always chuck it in the inventory of one of the vehicles.
Oh yeah, I could too. I'll chuck it in the inventory of the excavator here. Inventory, handrails, yellow paint. There you go. All yours, mate. Yellow paint didn't go in there.
Wanking you, boss man.
I've run out of paint already. Look at that. Look at that. What do you reckon, Shadow? Good? One jump for good, two jumps for horrible. Absolutely horrific. That was a pretty high jump. Wow. Oh, good. Excellent. Excellent. Now, what's he doing down there? Over here, you can get down here, mate. Look. There we go. Oh, yes, definitely handrails there, most definitely. No, mess that up. There we go. Yellow stairs here. Yellow handrails. Like so. Beautiful. All safe. All nice and safe. Perfect. All right, that's done. That's done. Every time we start getting a little bit of cash together, end up just spending it on stuff. Oh, what are you doing? What are you breaking now? Perfect.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I was digging making it a bit nicer, bit of a
I
walkway.
think these posts need to be yellow, just from a safety perspective, coming down the edge of the road there. There we go. Lovely. All right, that's quite the achievement, isn't it? Getting a bridge done in here. Absolutely. Absolutely an achievement. Might have to. I don't think I've got any. I think I sold all of my dirt, all of the dirt that I had on me. Didn't say. Going to throw some in there. We've nearly got all of this coal here, so that's good. I may even just leave this little bit of coal in so that we don't have to build a section out here, I don't reckon. So, yes. But it is nearly time. It is nearly time to end the stream. Looking at what was going on down there. So we've still got some. We've still got a fair bit of coal to get out. I think at some point in time, if I go and jump in here and go and drive that, at some point in time, we've got to start pulling all of this out. There is some areas around here. There's this really big chunk over here, which we can again do a bridge on. But we can't do a bridge on that slopey bit, so that might actually have to stay there unless we fill it with dirt, which we're getting plenty of anyway. So it's all looking pretty fancy, if you ask me. It's all looking really good. The boys down on the bridge there. Maverick, thank you so much, mate. It was have a good sleep. It was absolutely awesome to have you here, buddy. And hopefully see you next Saturday. Would be absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. I'll speak to you later, mate. Okay. Everything else is looking good. Everything else is
Yeah, so we've made a fair bit of progress today.
Oh, a heap of progress, didn't we? Like getting rid of all of this and stuff like that was fantastic. Can you? You can
almost call us professionals.
Almost. Don't
Not
flatter
quite,
yourself.
almost.
Yeah. Don't flatter yourself. You know, a good supervision, if you ask me. That's what I reckon.
Yeah, that might be pushing shit uphill a bit.
Look at that. Shadow, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. 499. I appreciate it very, very much, buddy. Thank you so much. And look at that. You can straighten these out a little bit with the old I didn't know you could straighten walls out with the shovel. See now Shadow's paying me. Shadow's paying me to work. So that he's paying me for himself to work. Do we need some more in here, do you reckon? I think so.
I did start smoothing it out a bit, but then it kind of rounded off the corner.
I might I might actually buy a few more of those metal plates. Thank you so much, Shadow. I might actually buy a few more of those metal plates, those steel plates. We'll grab just a few more of those. Chuck them in the ground. Just in these little areas like that. A little bit of a lip doesn't really matter, does it? Too much, really. So, I think we've done an awesome job. Awesome job. I want to thank Shadow very, very much for the super chat and for hanging out with me on stream and helping out. Definitely want to thank Salvador for taking the time on his Saturday to do this as well. And
anytime.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's it adds an element. I was never over keen on multiplaying it, but I think what we've achieved and stuff and what we've done, it just shows how you know, this game is absolutely magnificent. They've done such a bloody good job. Then you add another couple of people in and it gets even better, so which is really cool. Not that it's bad to play it by yourself, because it's not. It's a fantastic game to play. So I want to thank Christina very much, as usual, for her amazing for you know, hanging out for so long, for doing her fantastic modding work, and for you know, talking to people, thanking people. I really appreciate that, Christina. Killer Dad, thank you so much for the follow. McNeil, thank you for the follow. Spotty, thank you very much, buddy. You Farm Sim 25 snob. Did I say that? Oh, is it Memorial Day in the US today? Fantastic. Happy Memorial Day to everybody in the US. We'll see you guys next weekend, and yeah, we'll probably end up doing this again, unless I throw something a bit left of center. But thank you very much, guys. Bye, Salvador. Bye. And
yeah, just later.
Bye, Shadow.
Bye bye.
See, I did that for Shadow because he doesn't have a mic, so I did his voice. Monday, happy Memorial Day on Monday, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.